Okay, guys, we're in. Let's actually start installing some stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is show you how identical it is from Windows or Mac. Don't be that guy that's like, he did this on a Mac, so I can't because I got Windows. Or he did this on Linux and I can't because I got a Mac. Don't be that guy. It's almost all identical to many points. I'm going to click on the Windows. I'm not even on Windows. You're going to see how similar this is. There's two steps: install Docker, install QuantRocket. Many of you might already have Docker. Great, you're already done with step one. That's easy peasy. QuantRocket installation is even easier. Let's say that you don't have Docker installed yet. No problem. Click on this link, right? Go to Docker Desktop. It's going to bring you here. This says Docker Desktop for Windows, right? Again, I'm not on Windows, so I'm going to go over to Docs, installation. I'm going to go to Mac. Now that I'm at Mac, look at this. It looks identical. Install Docker, install QuantRocket. Hey, I need Docker. Boom. Okay, I am on Apple Silica. I have the newer M2 chip. If you're on the older, no problem. Click Intel chip. It works all the same. That will install. That'll take a couple minutes. No problem. Come back to the guide after that point. You'll notice that it says adjust Docker's memory settings. The individual desktop right here, you can click on this little guy up here and you can click on resources, and it basically says how many gigabytes of my current RAM or unified memory or whatever type of computing environment you're using do I want to partition to QuantRocket. I gave it 12 gigabytes because this machine has 32. If you don't have 12, no problem. I used to do this with 4 all the time. I would say use 4 if you're just getting up and running and you have an 8 gigabyte laptop. You literally move this slider bar back and forth, and then at the end of it you can click save, and it will say, oh, are you sure that you want to do this? I don't want to change it right now because it's going to ask me to restart, but no problem. Just click however many gigabytes you want and it will go for it. We use up to 12 gigabytes essentially in the background of what I want. You can see I already have all the QuantRocket images and containers running, but I'm still going to show you how to do it nonetheless. So that was our first picture. Now let's install QuantRocket. You can see that it's a pretty simple process. And by simple, I mean not that convoluted. Like I'm going to go to my home directory, which I'm already in, right? So I cd in my terminal to there. And then you're going to see that I already have this directory. So if I did a make directory, I would go to QuantRocket. If I did mkdir QuantRocket, that's just going to make me a folder, right? That's just like literally right clicking, create new folder, but doing it in the terminal. And instead I'm going to cd to QuantRocket, and I'm going to come in here. Right now this folder is going to be empty for you, right? Because I'm going to have to scroll down. Then Brian's instructions are curl this guy. Curl just means go grab this file from the internet. I need it, right? So once you run this guy, right, I'm gonna literally copy this curl. We'll come into here, Control V, right? And when I click enter, it's simply going to give me this YAML file, which is this guy right here, this Docker compose YAML file. Don't panic if you're like, well, I don't know what a YAML file is. I didn't either, dude. Don't stress, okay? When I click ls, or if you're in Windows, you click dir, you're going to see this Docker compose YAML. It's literally just a file. What QuantRocket's going to do is it's going to build all the images and all the containers that you need to run from this YAML file. It's fantastic. All you're going to do is literally go to that same directory you're just in, right? And you're going to run this Docker compose -p QuantRocket up -d. So this single command, if I were to click this guy, is going to go through and it's going to start running, and you're going to start seeing this create network, create volume. It's pulling down the QuantRocket code load packages. It's pulling in all the individual files from Docker. And at the end of it, the cool part is this is going to take some time. So that's probably going to take, I think it'll tell you, 5 to 15 minutes. So because that's downloading all the QuantRocket. You just go grab some coffee or soda, whatever you want. At the end of it, you're going to be able to click Docker PS, and you're going to see all these individual containers, right? Don't stress if you don't know what containers are. I didn't even know what Docker was until I showed up for QuantRocket, right? So here's all the individual containers, and this is, again, just on my local Mac machine right now. I did not know what this was when I first saw this. It was foreign to me. The cool part is after you get past this, you're not dealing with Docker. You're not coding Docker images. You're not doing any of that. It's all taken care of for you. And if you notice at the end of this, all you have to do, you just kind of like, wait, I have all these Docker images, and then I just like click on this local host, which is literally just like your local browser. Watch, I'm going to click on it. And Lord and behold, it's just going to pop up with QuantRocket. A lot of these tabs I've already had open because I was doing my own research in another lesson that I was checking out. But this is what you're going to end up with. All of a sudden, you just have this environment, and you're going to be like, whoa, that's pretty neat. Then we're going to get into actually like creating an algorithm, going through the Upstart tutorials, all that fun stuff. If you got here, fantastic. If you're saying, hey, I didn't get here, but I had an issue, you can add a question in the comments. But the big thing is, if you have a Docker working, and then you install QuantRocket through those literally 3-4 steps, no problem. You're going to be up and running, essentially a blank directory at this point. And then we'll go through what it looks like at that point, and we'll keep developing. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.